Hey, welcome to the podcast for people whose moms died by people whose moms died. It's called No Mama No Manual. I'm Tiana.
I'm Brittany.
And today
We're talking.
we're talking.
We're talking about things.
We have a guest in the building.
Yes.
Her name is Olive. Hey, girl. Okay, back.
Okay, back up. Go, Olive. Go. You ate. Go go to bed.
Lay down.
Place. There she goes. She finna say. There she go.
Psych. Anyway, so as we start this next season, I guess it's important to just reflect a bit about how things went and
When we was on the internet talking about our feelings.
crying on the internet.
Girl, to the front facing camera. You know how I feel about crying on front facing cameras.
Same.
Stand up.
Why would you be crying on here? It's so many other places to cry.
The shower.
But on the internet?
Correct.
Crazy.
Correct. What did you learn by being vulnerable on the internet?
One, I guess I learned to be vulnerable.
Okay.
I think
That's
I
a good
had
start.
created so much of a distance between my consciousness and my feelings.
Yeah.
I just had not really tapped into that space for all that time.
Yeah.
And so now it's like, okay, feelings. We feel things. I remember, and it came up in such an odd way, right? So if you've been paying attention to us in any way, shape, form, or fashion, you know that I do a bunch of different things. And so one of the things I was trying was auditioning for like a role in, I think maybe I was auditioning for a role on P Valley. I ain't even gonna hold you up.
Down in the valley with
And one of my
Pause. No, we not finna run by that like you didn't just say that. Auditioning for P Valley, that's a real thing?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Um,
I'm sick you not on there. Baby, I would have had a ball watching what? That's my
well, you
sister.
know what? The issue was that I didn't live in Atlanta. I guess I could come stay at your house.
Making problems out of nothing. We could have made that happen.
So yeah, that was the big problem.
I got you.
Is that I didn't live in Atlanta. But so I was auditioning, and I wonder if it was for the role Gail Bean got. It couldn't have been. Maybe it was. It doesn't matter, right? The problem was that that monologue was tearing me up because I just could not bring myself to be. It's like sadness, emotion. Maybe I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
Girl, I got things to do.
And I was running through the lines with one of my line sisters. Her name is also Tiana. She was just like, "You not sad?" Just like, girl, no. But that it really did it was like, damn, I ain't felt nothing about nothing in a long time.
In a minute, yeah.
Just floating.
Yeah.
Floating.
Yeah.
And so this past season of life kind of set me into my feelings, which is cool. I guess.
It's better than it was last season. Uh-oh.
All is well.
All is well. All is well. That's what's up. Okay.
Okay, your turn.
Yeah, I mean, being vulnerable on the internet means people think you want to be vulnerable off of the internet, which has been a really interesting experience because you just be like, you know, certain conversations will come up in certain places. Like, you know, it happened once at work, and which was fine because, you know, people need support in different ways, but it was just like, oh, this is what happens when you open that door. You know, it's like you kind of become a resource to people, and you have to have the capacity to do that. So I think it has pushed my capacity in a way that I wasn't expecting it to. But I realized that I have the capacity. I had just never really pushed myself, right, to have the capacity, because I didn't feel like it. But it's kind of forced me to do that.
Yeah,
to like show up in a way that I previously had not. wanted to.
I was about to say, or wanted to.
So,
Yeah. Same.
yeah.
Same. But you know what? On the other hand, too, I feel like, and I don't know if, should I say this on here? I don't want to say it, whatever. Sometimes it's like, I feel like a responsibility.
Yeah, it's a duty.
Yeah, like, it's like, damn.
I told you that, though. Not when I told you so way.
You did, because you did it for me.
Because I did not want to do this.
Okay, yeah.
That's not fair.
I was about to say, it was totally your idea, but go ahead.
But it was like an idea. And then you was like, let's do it. And I was like, wait. I was like talking, you know what I'm saying? And then you were like, nah, action. And I was like, That's literally how I felt inside.
No, for real.
But I said that at the beginning because I was like, people are going to look to us as dead mom experts. And like, baby, look, for such an unserious person, I have so many serious roles.
God.
Like,
it's so crazy you said that. Somebody asked me to describe myself the other day, and the very first word out of my mouth was unserious.
Unserious, very unserious human. Okay, very serious roles. Stop calling me mom. Stop. Like, what is this? What is this? But I mean, now I am, grief support.
Yeah.
Doctor.
That's nuts.
And I take it so seriously in
the
serious roles, right? But sometimes when like I want to take the serious off, it's like sometimes you can't, you gotta be there. Yeah. Cause like people's parent or moms in particular, but just parents in general, I'm learning. So like even though we talk about our moms,
yeah,
it's like in general when people experience the loss of a parent, through our conversations and then through conversations that like this has opened up, I've just recognized how important it is to like see about people. Yeah. Right. Which sounds weird because like that, but it's different when you like you said, it's like a responsibility now. Yeah. Almost.
It's like, did you eat?
Have you washed your ass? Right? Like,
some people not washing their ass.
No, that's been a real question that I've asked people, and they be like, you know what? I'm gonna do that today.
I'm gonna do that.
Because when you grieving,
fuck that,
baby.
Shower for what? I could just lay right here. I'm just gonna lay right here.
People be going through it, and so it has become not just like a responsibility to talk about it, but just to like see about people. Yeah,
I agree. Yeah, it's been very interesting. Like really, like you hear people talk about fostering community. Yeah, and then to like actively do that, like responding to people's comments or responding to people's DMs or like just noticing what type of stuff people tag us in or shoot, people be like, T, I watched your thing, and I'm like,
that is always so wild.
Why?
Yeah.
Also like, yay.
Yeah.
Did you get anything from it? Are you all right?
But it's such a taboo topic too, and I don't think like it's crazy because everybody, in some way, shape, or form, right, loses somebody at some point. But in particular, like if life's order goes the way it's supposed to, quote unquote, you gonna lose a parent. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I just feel like we don't talk about that experience. Olive is, baby, the dog just collapsed, okay, to the ground. She said, I'm tired of y'all. That was unreal. But I feel like we don't talk about it as much. I just wasn't expecting as many people to be like, this is great, because now it's like, oh, I gotta do something with that.
You know the part?
Yeah.
It's the strangers.
Yeah.
The strangers. Like, okay, we have been blessed enough to have like very supportive friends and family members, right? Yeah. Friends, family members, chosen family. But the strangers being like, oh my gosh, so glad you did this. Yes. And it's like, I didn't even know you was gonna look at it. Yeah. But it does make me hopeful, like for the future of this situation, because the very dark truth is people's mamas is gonna keep dying.
And people don't know what to do with that. I've seen the other thing I've noticed, since we have been doing this, because I've been paying attention, is to how different people respond. And like now I feel like I am looking at it from the place of like somebody who's been through it and recognizing how I responded, right? Because you're not mindful of that when you're going through it, right? Yeah. So it's just like, I don't know. I feel like I'm so much more able to be like, this person is on a journey, and it's less like oh, they're being standoffish, or oh, it's less of a label and more just like grief will do that to you.
Yep. Even trying to explain it to other people, right? Because I've had, friends approach me about other friends who've lost their mom and now are being, in some ways, weird, right? And it's just like, oh yeah, they gonna be good eventually. Yeah. Right now they not though, and it's because this, and this. More than likely, so just give them a second.
Yeah, people be weird,
but
it's normal. Weird. It's normal in grief, but it's weird to all the non-grieving / grieving differently. It's hard to explain, right? Yeah. Because it's like, I don't know. It's just such an interesting kind of dynamic now since we've opened this Pandora's box of like talking about our feelings. Because it has made me, you have blind spots, right? Mm-hmm. And it's made me kind of like look at some of mine, right? And like listening to the episodes and just like examining myself. And I'd be like, damn. Hey, whoa. There's really no manual on this. There's no book on how to do this. It's exhausting. And then it's kind of like when it happens to other people, it's like I have to manage my grief, right? Even though it'd be 8 years this year. Crazy. It'd be 8 years. But it's like every time a friend's mom dies or somebody's mom dies, it's like, it kind of opens it back up a little bit for you. Mm-hmm. And then they're looking at you like, what do I do? Like people are calling me like, what do I do? And I was like, I'd be like, baby,
with you? I don't know.
Let's figure it out. It's like I tell everybody, if you have ever called me and asked me what to do, I'd be like, baby. I think our voices are very soothing for our girl Olive, okay? Our voices are... Listen, the dog is snoring, okay? That's a blooper right there.
Correct.
That's a blooper.
When people call you, what to do?
When the people call me and they're like, hey, what do I do? Either their mom is sick or their mom has like, something has happened.
Double
and
homicide.
That's
I will not put it in.
Come on, T, what?
Because why would it go up twice?
Oh, shit. T, you crazy. That's crazy. That's a crazy thing to say. That's dark. It's very dark, friend. It's okay. We're going to keep it going. When people call me now.
Yeah.
And, either their mom is sick or like, transitioning or has transitioned. And they're like, what do I do? My answer is always the same. Like, this shit sucks. Mm-hmm. This shit sucks. So there's no right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? And I think giving people that, like, what I have noticed is giving people that, like, baby, I don't have the answers. Mm-hmm. I'm 8 years in. I ain't got the answers. I be talking to, people that are 20 years in. They still don't have the answers. There are no answers. There are no answers. That's what I've learned. There are no answers. Do we even need to do the rest of the season? There's no answers. Everything is made up.
Thanks for watching.
There are no answers. There's no answer. I'll take a drink to that.
Yeah, for sure. There aren't any. But you know what? I am grateful that we have the opportunity to just like try to figure it out, and like at least we're not figuring it out by ourselves. And I think it'll be fun and interesting to this season, like bring other people in to see how they're figuring it out too. Yeah. Because we are only 2 perspectives out of millions.
Yeah.
And
yeah, for real.
The people we know, the people we don't know. Like, I think it'll be really cool to hear maybe not cool dick, because this shit really suck for real.
But once you're in it, I think what is cool about it, it's kind of twisted, right? Because like, what's cool about it is that like I don't want to be here. I wish this podcast didn't apply to me. You know what I mean? But since it does, what I have learned since we have started it is like, it was a need. You know what I'm saying? Particularly for like, you know, and this is for everybody, right? But particularly for like Black women, Black people, and just being able to kind of talk about our feelings and hard things in a way that's like, I'm not Superwoman. I'm not, baby, I cry for fun. Okay. Usually by myself and privately. Now I do it on the internet, but you know, just being able to be vulnerable. There's a lot of power in that. And if you had asked me at the beginning when I had first was like, baby, this was our idea, why would you try to make it real? Because you was the one who had made it real. And
shouldn't have texted my phone.
It was a dream. I am an imagination type of girl. Damn.
But if I asked you then,
I wouldn't have understood that it's a resource, a very weird, strange, dark resource. But it is nice to see people, especially like, I don't know, I think if at the beginning, if I had seen people laughing again or, you know, crying or just cracking a joke, right?
Oh,
I wouldn't have believed that was possible. You know what I'm saying? And so it's nice to just be able to give that to people.
Yeah.
I wish I had that.
The smiles come back. The laughs come back.
And the tears don't stop either.
They never stop.
You know? So knowing that now is wild to be able to kind of understand that.
Okay. I feel like that's a great little bow to put on this one. There are things that we have. So if you're watching, awesome. If you would rather the audio version, please find No Mama No Manual wherever they stream podcasts. It's on there. I know it's on there. I put it on there myself. Instagram at No Mama No Manual, and we'll put all the stuff in the thing.
There it is.
Yeah. All right.
We probably should talk about the intro and exit though.
Man,
I was just so excited to have a mic. I'm not gonna lie.
We are doing our best.
I ain't got nothing.
Goodbye. See you in the next one.
Got you.
Love you.